I hired a pie to find out my beautiful wife has been cheating for years Part 3. Hi everyone, welcome back to another Reddit cheating story. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you won't miss another cheating story goes live. By that time it was New Year's and I accidentally sent Happy New Year's to all my contacts and sent it to her. She immediately replied saying thank you, I hope your New Year's is better than mine. We started to text for a little bit. I told her that my New Year's was probably the worst New Year's ever and she said mine was not any better. I called her that night because honestly I missed her so much. We started to talk without arguing and to be honest I feel kind of good. But that didn't last long because she said that she wishes things were different and that's when I couldn't hold it no more. I asked her, "How is dickhead?" She answered with a "What do you mean?" "You know what I mean, don't play stupid." She said I don't know what you're talking about and I told her that I know she's been seeing dickhead and she denied any of that. Then I grabbed the stack of papers and I started to read a few things and ask her how was that time where they met up at the park at the certain time, and I even told her what she was wearing when I saw them together. I told her stop playing games with me because I know everything. I even know the time you went with him to the hotel, and she said I don't know what you're talking about. And I asked her, "Did you have sex with him?" She did not say anything, so I asked again, "Did you have sex with him?" And she said yes, but it was meaningless sex. I was mad and told her. I was yelling at her on the phone telling her how could she do this to us. From the 10 years plus being with her, not once have I ever cussed out her, but for the first time I told her to go F you yourself. I immediately told her to pack her things and I was going to pick her up because I couldn't stand the fact that someone was taking my wife. I drove 2.5 hours to pick her up, and when we got to where I was staying at, I did not speak to her one word and I just cried all night and did not sleep 1 minute. That morning we had a talk and she wanted to apologize for everything, but obviously I was not even listening. I asked her, "Please take a look at my little world. You see this 4 walls? You see where you left me all alone? Do you see what I'm eating? Nothing but microwave food? Do you see this pillow and the stain of my tears? Crying, asking and wishing you were here with me. Do you see how I had it all and now I have nothing? You left me all alone, meanwhile you were having meaningless sex." I asked her why would she even hurt me more than what she already has hurt me, and she asked what do you mean, and I told her about her cheating when we were dating. She looked completely confused. Then I told her that I know she was seeing dickhead when me and her were dating and that they were having sex. I told her I found out about it 2 years after we were married and that's why I was being distant. I gave her an option: either she gets her act straight and work things out with me, or we would end things right now and everyone would find out what she did. She obviously did not want anyone to know what she did, but at that same week my mother told all my family and I was getting calls left and right saying how they were sorry and that things happen for a reason, blah blah blah. After all that, the first week I told her that she had to cut any communication with dickhead, otherwise I would confront him and things would get ugly. I asked my buddy to make a fake Instagram profile with his name and to give me the password so I can test her, and so he did. I sent her a few messages saying how I missed you, making her think that it was him. It took a few hours for her to reply back saying how she misses him too, but they couldn't see each other no more. I pushed her into agreeing to see me and told her that I just want to see her one more time, and she said that was not possible due to the fact that I would come back from work at a certain time. So I waited about 15 minutes to send her a message saying I'm working very late, won't be home anytime soon, and immediately she sent me a message thinking it was dickhead. I just got a message him saying that he would be home very late, so I guess we can meet. My blood rushed. So I called my other friend and asked him if he can do me a favor and drive me to a parking lot at Target. I told him what was going on and he agreed. I told her where I was going to park and to meet up there in the next 20 minutes and she said okay. 20 minutes went by and I was praying to the man upstairs for her not to show up, that maybe for whatever reason she would regret and not come. But then my heart dropped when I saw her car parking at the exact location where I told her to park. I told my friend to drive next to her car and I got out of the car and the look of her face was like if she saw a ghost, and I asked her, "What are you doing here?" She stuttered and said that she was going to Target to buy a few things, and then I asked her, "Then why would you park all the way over here when you could have parked right in front of Target?" I told her to stop lying to me because I knew who she was meeting up with, her ex. She was very scared because I was extremely angry. I know for a fact she's never seen me this angry before. I asked her once again, "Who are you meeting here?" Then that's when she told me that she was meeting up with dickhead. I told her to get out of the car and to move to the passenger seat. We started to drive back to where I was staying at, but I realized what was the point of even trying. So I pulled over next to a bridge and I just asked her, "Is he really that important to your life? Is he really better than me? Are you really willing to throw away 10 plus years of being with me for him? Am I really worthless to you? Did you even care about me at all?" She said nothing. I told her then, if my life is not worth anything to you, then what is the point of me being alive? So I got out of the car and ran towards the bridge. I hopped the fence and all I saw was 100 plus feet down. I was ready to end my life, nothing else mattered at this moment. I was literally hanging by one hand ready to jump, but then an image came through my head of my siblings and how they all look up to me when we were kids, and that's when I realized that I do mean something, maybe not towards her but for my family. How my mother was very proud of me and my music skills. How my dad always talked about how smart I was. How my little brother said to me once, "Big bro, we are always going to be together, right?" I jumped the fence back to the car, and at that time she came running and yelling for me, at the same time crying, telling me not to do this because it's not worth ending your life over me. To be honest, I almost fainted there. Never in my life I would think of ending my life. I've always been a very happy person, full of joy, strong-minded and very cocky, but honestly I couldn't even feel anything. It's like if my life felt numb. I got in the car and she drove to my pastor and told him what I was about to do. We sat down and started to talk and said that what I was about to do was unforgivable to the man upstairs. I started to take things a little bit slower, and I saw that look in her eyes that she was extremely close of losing me physically. This all happened in 2017 to 2018, the worst years of my life. It's been many years now, not going to lie, it's not been easy, but I have seen a change in her. My pastor has been nothing but a huge help. He has pulled me out of thinking that ending my life would not been the best thing for me. Like I said, things have not been easy. Every November since 2017 has been the hardest due to the fact that my wife and her lover had sex. I get triggers like crazy, and sometimes I have to get myself together. We have a long ways to go to make our life and our marriage better. I still don't see her the same way I did 8 years ago. Trust is still not there. We moved to a small town about 2 hours from the Bay Area, and to be completely honest, my gut feeling tells me that she is going to do it again. I know lots of you are going to tell me that I'm an idiot for still being with her, but I was raised where no one is perfect, and we all make bad decisions, and sometimes we have to hit rock bottom in order to make things right. My wife and I are doing a little bit better day by day, but it still hurts what she did to us. I have no idea if I will ever be myself again. I know lots of you will give me crap for staying with her, but let me ask you something. Are you perfect? I know I'm not. Thank you for taking your time by reading my struggles. P.S. Good guy do finish last. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for any future cheating stories.